Alrighty. So good evening, everyone. Yes, this is Mr. O, and thank you for joining us. If you are joining us late or you are watching this later, this is a part two of um, a series of video that I started in the morning. Okay, and this series of video is going to center on application portals for the agencies that bring teachers to teach in the United States. So I took one of the agencies and I want to walk you through how to do the application, what to look for, how to make sure everything is well situated. So this morning we did the first video, part one. I don't want it to be too long. So I did the first part, which focused on only the personal profile and the family profile. And this is the concluding part of that particular video. Sorry, I had to go to some one or two places for the family as well. And I want to do this as I promised before the day ends. All right. And I know it's late in most places already in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Africa, wherever you are watching from. I know it's late already, but we need this done and it must be done today. So don't worry, you can watch later. You can take your time and watch it later. It's very important. All right. So the website we are using for this one when we started was EPI. I'm going to paste it once again. So those of you who missed it, you can join me again if you have all your documents and you want to be part of this. We can do it together. So this is what we are using. EPI is what we are focusing on. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we'll see how best to do this real quick. I hope this will not take a lot of time. I just pray that it doesn't take a lot of time. All right. So I guess all of us can see. So in the morning, we focused on my personal profile, my family information. And as in the morning, I said, maybe you missed it. There are 6 sessions that you go to. We have the dashboard, the personal profile, the family information, the education history, the teaching history, assets and legal documentation before you do your submission. So you need to fill every part of this. And in the morning, I told you that the personal information involves anything that is about you, your name, your email address, your family history, your passport information, whether you've been denied a visa before or not, and whether your spouse or your children have been denied visa or not. How all those questions are very tricky, and you need to be able to understand how to answer them, and you must answer them correctly and accurately. There is no need to lie about anything. Yes. And you have to upload the profile picture of yourself. And I said the profile picture must be very professional. I mean, don't just do a selfie or just do anything wearing t-shirt or just wearing anything. No, it must be a professional picture because you are selling yourself. So we went through most of the questions. If you have not watched it, please watch the part one of this particular video and you will understand. And when you are done, always remember to save and continue, or you save this. If you don't save, everything you have entered is gone. It will not be there. So you make sure you always click on the save button. It's at the very end of the page. Save. Or you save and continue if you think you are ready to continue to the next session. Okay. Now, and I also stress that all the places that you have the asterisks, the red asterisk, it means they are compulsory fields. They are compulsory fields that you must fill. If you don't put anything there, the system will not allow you to continue. Okay, good. So our generic applicant is what we call Chidi Mwanga Opong. So he has all the names. He has an East African name, he has a Nigerian name, he has a Ghanaian name. All right. And we went to the family session where they ask you about your family. If you are single, it makes it very easy. It's straightforward to the point. Maybe single, you don't have a child, you don't have any partner, nothing. It's straightforward. They will only ask you about your marital status, They'll ask you whether you have children or not, and whether you have relatives in the USA. So if you answer no to any of these questions, you are done with the family session. You are done. But if you answer yes to any of these, whether you are married or engaged, there are other series of questions that opens up to you, and you have to answer that, and you have to provide every information that is required. And that was about the family session. So I will move on to the educational information or educational history. Okay. And please, I will go through it. If you have any questions, I will answer them. Yes. Yes, Simon, it's for only teachers. It's for only teachers. Yes, if you're not a teacher, I'm sorry, you cannot participate. It's for only teachers. Thank you, P, for also being with us. All right, so let me go back to the page. Now we are on the educational history. So those of you who can see, all right, educational history. Now, first of all, they are going to ask you for your diploma and transcripts. Now, when they ask you for a diploma and transcript, it is the same as your degree. Is that okay? It's the same as your degree. And they wrote the diploma must show the educational equivalent of at least 4-year degree. At least. It means at least. It means it can be 4 or less, but it cannot be less than 3. Note that at least 4 means it can be 4 or less, but it cannot be less than 3. That is one thing you must remember. If you have more than one diploma, upload them. I mean, they refer to diploma. It is not that you should only upload diploma. The diploma here is referring to your degree, because you need a degree in order to be able to teach in the United States. Yeah. And they want every degree and your transcripts. So if you have a master's, you have a PhD, you have whatever, you need to provide a transcript for such educations as well. All right. So you click on add, then it will give you a place to select. So what level of degree are you uploading? Maybe you have a PhD, so you want to start with your PhD. Then you can add. Remember, you can always add. All right. So maybe you have your bachelor's degree. All right. Then at what college? You have to provide the name of the university. We call it university, they call it college. It's the same. All right. Americans say college, we say university. You provide a name. So maybe in this case, University of Ibadan, or if you want. And if you are working towards a postgraduate completion, you can state that. Okay. If that applies to you. Then what is the date written on the diploma, which is the certificate? So the date of completion, you put it there. And what was your major for this degree? If it's mathematics, you put mathematics. If it is science, you put science. Now, don't confuse this. They want what is written on the certificate. So if it is B.Ed or BSc mathematics, you put the BSc mathematics. Okay. What minor did you do, if it's applicable? Sometimes people do mathematics as their major, and maybe they do IT as their minor. I mean, it is acceptable for you to put both the minor and the major, because if you get a school where you are required to take the minor, then you can do that as well. So I did mathematics with IT, so I'll put the major as mathematics, and I'll put the IT as the minor, because the IT wasn't a major course that I did. Good. And upload a copy of your diploma. So you have to click here and pick the file, go through your how they call it, go to your the folder we created in the morning. I told you, create a folder, a very simple folder, put everything in there. All right. I don't know if let me see, which folder was it? Teach USA. So every folder is here. Okay. Your proof of employment, your certificate, your passport, scans, your driving license, everything is here. So you come here, you pick it. It makes it easier for you when you are uploading documents. Okay. Well labeled. well labeled. Don't just put things anyhow. So you pick the document you must upload, then you upload it. Okay. Then upload a certified translation of this diploma. If your certificate is in another language, you must provide a certified translation of that certificate. So if it's Spanish, maybe you did a university, you went to Spain, you must provide a translation into English. If it is French, maybe you schooled in France or maybe in Cote d'Ivoire. So maybe your certificate is written in French. They want a translation, a certified translation. And I believe you can Google certified translations for other languages, and you get companies or individuals that do certified translations, which you can pay for, and they'll do that translation for you to English language. All right, good. Unless you yourself you are a certified translator, that is what they wrote there. Then also for that particular degree we are uploading. So for instance, we are uploading our first degree, which is the bachelor's. So we must upload the corresponding transcript as well. This means the transcript that you got with that particular degree, you must upload it as well. Okay, good. And if the transcript is also not in English, you need a translation. And when you finish, you see right here, you click on Save Degree. It means it is giving you opportunity to upload more than one. So for this particular one, you have put everything that needs to be placed on it. Then you click on Save. Okay. So I'll just walk you through again. First of all, you determine the kind of certificate you have or you're uploading, if it's postgraduate, if it is master's, if it is PhD, or it is degree. You click on it, you put the university that you went to, you put the date that was written on the certificate or the date of completion, your major. Okay, put the major. We want to see what is on your certificate. Some people did science and they are teaching IT. IT is not your major. On the certificate, you did science. So science becomes the major. So I know in Africa, you can do one thing and be teaching another thing. It's a lot. And if you have a minor, you put that as well. Then you upload a copy of the certificate. Then go ahead and upload the transcript as well. Okay, the transcript with that certificate. Then you save, because when you save, it gives you opportunity to add another one. You can add it. So maybe you have a PhD, you have a master's, and you have a degree. You can add. Why do they want all? You are paid according to your qualification. Yes, you are paid according to your qualification and the number of years that you have taught. Okay, so it's very crucial. I don't know if we have any questions so far. All right, I think I'll take some few comments. Marvelous says, well done, sir. Marvelous, well done, well done, well done. Well done. We'll talk. I know. Please, can you say if you are single whilst you are married? Well, this question, Queen Hajara, that question is strictly your decision. If you are married and you put that you are single, it means what are you trying to hide? Number two, it means when you come and you want to bring anybody as your husband or your wife, it means you have to you have to go back to the portal and put their details there before you'll be allowed to bring them. Does it make sense? Yes. So it doesn't matter for them, they don't care. You said you are single. For them, they don't have any means to determine whether you are married or not. Is that okay? Good. Can your wife join you? Yes, your wife can join you, your husband can join you, your children, the whole family. Even if you have 10 children and you want all of them to come, and you have the capacity to take care of all of them, they will allow all of them to come. All right? Good. Spend love said thank you. Napi Hawa says, we that our degree, 3 semesters, 18 months, is a top up of diploma. I'm not sure we do qualify. Yes, you do qualify. It means you have to do double transcript evaluation. You have to upload that of the degree, and you have to upload that of the diploma that you did before doing the degree. Is that okay? But your degree is 3 semesters. That is too small. 3 semesters is like a year and a half. Yeah, that is. I know at least most of the top ups are 2 years. So I don't know why yours is 1.5. Yes, most of the top ups I know, most people have come here with a top up process, the same thing. And some of them got it through. I mean, at least it should be 2 full semesters, you know. So 2 full semesters, so like 4 semesters. Yeah. So I'm not sure of your situation. Salifu, please, is financial statement compulsory here too? What do we do if you don't have a needed amount in your account? Well, I've not gone there yet. So take your time. All right. Take your time. There is a place they'll ask for it. That's when we get to assets and all those things. There's a place we'll talk about it. All right. Hajra again. Please, can your wife join you? Yes. When you make it single. Well, Hajra, as I told you, when you make it single and you come and you want your wife to join you, it means you have to go back to the portal and put the wife's detail in. You have to change your status now that you are married, put the details in, and they'll send the necessary documentations to them before they can come and join you. Okay? Richard, also thank you so much. And now Napi again says, please, I did the diploma in the College of Education. I later did the degree top up, 3 semesters. Do I qualify? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that your degree top up is too short. I don't know why it did 1.5 years. In fact, it's just like 1 year or 3 semesters. I don't know why, but at least they need 2 years in addition to your diploma that you did, so that it at least it will give it a 4 year term, because I know the diploma is 2 years and you also did the degree top up. So they will understand, they will look at the two transcript and put it together, and they will, because they need a required number of hours, credit hours, for you to be able to teach as a teacher in the US. Okay, good. Letitia, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. As for Letitia, now you are a celebrity. You don't blow, you blow. Everyone is on your case, and we are all here to help. All right. God bless you so much. Um, Ophelia says, does it mean we from Ghana no longer need to translate our transcript? No. If you did your education in English, Nigeria, Ghana, you don't need to do any translation. Even the French countries, most of them, their transcript is already in English. If it's already in English, you don't need any translation. No. Yes. So you can upload straight up. All right. Yes. All right. So I think the questions are finished. Let me go back and continue. All right. So that is it for the educational credentials. If you have any questions, please feel free and ask. Okay. And I'm going to move on to licensing and licensing credentials. Now, they will ask you this question: have you ever taught in the US before? And I know most of us have not. So just answer no. Because the moment you answer yes, it opens other portals for you to answer more questions. And I know most of us cannot provide answers to those questions. So the answer is no. Now, credential evaluation. It says you'll be instructed by EPI staff on how to obtain your credential evaluation after passing your required interviews. Optionally, you can upload a credential evaluation if you already have one. A limited number of hours can be uploaded in this field. So, as I always advise, if you have the money and if you have the means, now that you have gathered every document that you need, well scanned, ready to go, all in a folder, there is no how do you call it? It's not bad. It's not out of place if you do your credential evaluation before you are being asked to do it. Because yeah, last year some people got their interviews and got schools based on the fact that they had their credential evaluation, so they could be evaluated easily and straight up. Okay, TPG did that with some candidates. Those are rare moments. If you don't have the means, you want to wait whether you pass the interviews or not. And I know most of you can pass these interviews. Yes, most of you can pass these interviews. So And the credential evaluation is valid for more than 5 years. So you can still use it for all the agencies. If you do one credential evaluation, you can use it for all the agencies. So for me, it is not out of place because no matter what, you are going to do it. Is that okay? No matter what, you are going to do it. So if you have it, you upload it. If you don't have it, it is not compulsory. You can leave it and go on. Then later, you come and do what? You come and upload it. Is that okay? Good. So for the history, educational history, it's only 2 sessions: your transcript and your certificate, and also your license. Whether you've taught in the United States before, because if you have taught before, they will ask you to upload your teaching license or your teaching license that you used. But if you have not, there's no need for that. Then they will ask you if you have your evaluation. If you have it, they will ask you to add it to it. Is that okay? Then any other document that you may have and you want to add to this particular session, you can do that. That is related to your credential evaluation. All right, then we save this page and you are done with that. Okay, because if you don't save, it will not allow you to go to the next one. Save so that everything you upload, everything you have done will be still in their database. Okay. Now, the next session I will talk about is the teaching history. I hope I'm not going too fast. The teaching history. Okay. Let me see if we still have any more questions. Howard says, Mr. O, it's a new program introduced by GES in collaboration with the NAT and University of Cape Coast in order to bridge the gap between the degree and diploma teachers. Nonetheless, I'll try. Thank you. The total credit hours for the top-up degree is 60 credits. Okay, that is good. That is good. So don't hold back. Try, put it in, do the evaluation, put it in. It's very important. Yes. Okay. I like the spirit. Michael Asian says, God bless you. God bless you also. Joshua says, what is the cost of document assessment after passing the interview? Document assessment, if you've been on this page, you know that we've done that already. I did a video on how to do the Spantran transcript evaluation. So if you've missed it, please go to YouTube or go to my Facebook page, look on the videos, you'll see it. Please, just this morning, after I did this video, somebody called me. In fact, he didn't call, somebody sent a text and he said he missed the video I did. So I should give him a summary of all the things I did in the video. Unfortunately, I told him I cannot. Guys, it's not that simple. And you saw me right after the morning video. Where did I go? I took my family to the park. We had a program and I had to be with my family. We have to juggle between all these things. So when we do the videos, try your best to go and look for it. It's on, I've not deleted any of my videos. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook. You can just go to my page and go to videos and look through, or just type evaluation, credential evaluation. You'll see the video. All right. But don't come back and ask me to give you a summary of everything I did this morning. It's unfair. Okay. All right. So Spantran is where you do the evaluation, and please, the cost is about $180 or $190. Yes. I don't know how much they are charging now. It changes. Please, what is the deadline for this application this year, and how long does it take to get a feedback? Okay. Ophelia, the deadline I told you in the morning, there is no definite deadline. Okay, there's no definite deadline. So it's like it's a running thing, but the early birds get taken. So if you have done everything, applied everything early, all you have to be doing is sending them reminders. They'll give you an interview, and when the school is ready to pick you, boom, you are gone. As I told you, in my case, I got my school in February of 2019, and I had to just relax and wait for the documentations to apply for my visa. Yes, some people got theirs in January, some people got theirs in March, some people got theirs in April, in May, in June, in July. Some even got their school in August. and they have to rush and apply for their visa and come. So there is no definite time, but you need to get in early so that you can attract their attention, grab their attention with your documentation and everything, credentials, and you should be able to go through. All right. Howard says, please, I suggest a credential evaluation for me to do for my diploma and degree together, as you said, double evaluation. Yes, so I've talked about that already. Joshua, what is the cost of credential evaluation? Joshua, as I said, go to spantran.com. Go to spantran.com. Go to spantran.com. Spantran. Let me post it. So if you have been on my page, you know the company that we use for our credential evaluations, and you can check the cost, the current cost now. All right. And Ezekiel, my wife has been teaching for more than 3 years. She did a BA in English language and teach English. Does she qualify? Yes, she qualifies. Yes, she qualifies. Ezekiel, yes. I joined late. Can I get a video? Yes, Kofi, you can get a video. My video is always on YouTube or my Facebook page. So if you're on this page, go to my videos and you see it. All right. Howard was giving me a feedback on the question she asked. Okay. All right. UNG says, hello, please. I need a link to your YouTube account. Go to YouTube, type mro.com, mro.com, and you should see my channel and all the videos should be there. mro.com. The same thing as Facebook. All right. Thank you. All right. So if you may allow me, let me go on with the other sessions. So we have teaching history. Okay. So if you are now joining us, we did personal information, family information, educational history, and we are going to teaching history. Now, this is where they ask you about how long you have taught, where you have taught, the schools, and all those things. All right. And I want you to pay attention. The first question they ask you is this: are you currently teaching? So people ask me, Mr. Oh, I was a teacher and I left the classroom and I'm now working with fire service. Can I still apply? No, you cannot apply because they want people who are currently teaching. Why? There are some other documentation they will require from your current school. And for EPI, they are very strict on it. They want the dates to be current. So you can't use the old documents to apply for anything. They will want the dates to be current. So if you say your principal is giving you this letter, it must be dated 2023 or 2024, whichever year you are taking it. All right. So if you're not currently teaching, it is very dicey. Okay, unless we can talk about it one-on-one. So if you have such a situation, we can talk about it one-on-one, and you are teaching or you have taught currently. Maybe you have taught last year, only last year you stopped teaching. That is fine. Or maybe you stopped teaching 2 years ago. It means you are still current in the system. You know anything, you know a lot about pedagogy, about classroom management, about all those things, lesson notes, and all those things. So we can work around it. So you have to answer yes to that. And once you have answered yes, other questions are going to be opening for you. Have you previously held a teaching position? Yes, you have. That is why you are applying. Now, the questions will start coming. Where are you currently teaching? I mean, you answered yes, that you are currently teaching, right? So give us the name of the school you are currently teaching. Maybe Mr. O, Senior High School. O Senior High School. And what is your employment status? Is it full-time? Is it part-time? Or you are a substitute teacher? In Africa, we don't have a lot of substitute teachers positions. So it is either full-time or part-time. And I know most elementary to high school teachers are full-time. Okay, it is the university that do the part-time. All right. And you give them the start date when you started teaching. When did you start teaching? Maybe you started teaching in October, or maybe the month is 10, right? And the date is first, maybe 1999. Put it there. Okay. Then employment dates. So you started teaching October 1st, 1999, and you are a full-time teacher, and you give the name of the high school. So that is the current school you are currently. Then we have what we call the employment dates. Okay. What is it about? When did you start and when did you end? Mhm. When did you start and when did you end? So for instance, maybe you started teaching in 1999. So the end date, because you will be coming next school year, the end date will be next academic year. So that will be uh, June 30th, 2024. I hope you get this. I mean, don't get this twisted. You've been teaching since 1999 in the same school, Mr. O Senior High, right? The end date of that particular appointment will be the next school year. So that is because you want to leave Ghana, you want to leave Nigeria, you want to leave Africa, you want to leave Ghana, you want to leave the school you are teaching now to the USA. So it means your appointment will end next year, which is about June or July 2024. So that is the date you are going to put here because you are projecting that your appointment is going to end by that time so that you can come to the US. Is that okay? So that is the end date. The start date is always when you started teaching, but the end date is different. I hope we are clear because you are talking about your current school. You are talking about your current school, the school you are currently teaching. Mhm. That is what you are talking about. So that is the current situation you have to put. I hope it's clear. All right. Then we have schools where you are previously taught. You see, these two different things. Schools you are currently teaching and the ones you have already taught. Provide information about the schools where you have previously taught. So if before 1999, before you came to Mr. O Senior High School, where were you teaching? Maybe you were teaching in Togo Senior High School, or you were teaching in Ibadan Senior High School, or you were teaching in Kenyatta Senior High School, or you were teaching in Soweto Senior High School. You put it there. So you click add information, it will open a portal for you. You put a school name, you put your status, you put the start date, and you put the end date as well. Okay. Then and when you finish filling, you can add as many as you want. Yes, the portal gives you the opportunity to add as many as you may want. If you have taught in more than 3 schools, you can add all. Is that clear? Good. And you must be very accurate with the dates, please. Then there is something that pops up, proof of employment. Those of you on the Telegram page, I've already told you about proof of employment, or those of you who have been on my page, you know about proof of employment. This is a document that shows that you are currently employed in this institution. Guys, don't play with it. EPI, they're not joking with their staff these days. You need to prove to them that you are currently teaching. And one of the proof they take is this document. We need it in order to verify that you have the required experience for our program. Only one document is needed at this time. The document must be dated and list your date of employment. Acceptable documents include letter from your principal on official school letterhead. Principal here means your school head, your head of your school. We call it headmaster or headmistress. That is your principal, and it must be on the school letterhead. Or a letter from Ministry of Department of Education. So in Ghana, they will say your first appointment letter. But you see, EPI is tricky. They want the letter that is current. Okay, so if you are dealing with previous schools, you can use your the first time they employed you, the letter the Ministry of Education gives you, the first appointment letter. But if you are currently using your current school, then you must take that letter from your principal. That will make it more authentic. Is that okay? As proof of employment. And this is just one part of the proof of employment. I told you guys, they will ask for your bank statement. It is not the money that is in it that is interested. They are not interested in that money. They are interested in proving that you are actually teaching. If you are teaching, it will prove, it will show on your salary, right? Yeah, it will show in your account. They'll be paying you monthly. So a lot of people don't know why they ask for the bank. They know, proof of funds. I want to put 30,000. You know, they are not interested in 30,000. Yes, they will come to it at a point where you need to have enough money to come to the US, but they are not interested in it when they ask for it from the beginning. These are all litmus tests they want to conduct on you. So if you go and lie, well, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Is that okay? Good. So you have to get that letter, scan it properly. And I told you people, please do not use phones to do this kind. Unless your phone, you are using iPhone or a very high resolution phone cameras to scan the documents. It doesn't take anything from you to go to the cafe or get your own printer and scan the documents professionally and properly. Is that okay? Let the documents be scanned properly. Don't be taking photos with shadows on it and that is scans that are not clear and all that. It doesn't show professionalism and it's not the best. All right. Upload it here. Then put the school details, the address, the school status, whether it is current or it is the previous. You see, that is why I asked you. You see the letter you are taking. That letter is either you are taking it from your current school or you are taking it from the previous school. Okay, so the letter you have uploaded, if it's from your current school, you state it's current. If it's from your previous school, you say it's previous. Then you click on what save previous school. All these situations, it was based on a question you answered. Do you realize that they asked you, where have you previously taught? So all this information you are providing is based on that answer that you provided, that you taught in this school, this school, this school. So you are providing the details and the letter to that effect, and the address and the status of the school as well. And when you are done, you save. I hope it is okay and it is clear up to this point. I don't know if there are any questions on the board. Let me see so that I will address them quickly before I continue. So pardon me, I will scroll back. All right. I am ICT teacher. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply. Yorinchi says, yes, you were answered already. Does national service qualify for teaching experience? No, national service does not qualify for teaching experience, unfortunately. Okay. But you can also make case for yourself. You understand my point? You can also make case for, I mean, they don't know about national service. So all you do is, I started teaching in 1999. Maybe that 1999, you were doing national service. But that does not even, they don't care. So long as you were taking salary for it, you can use it as part of your experience. So yes, you can. All right. Good. I'm late. This video is about the QTS. No, I'm sorry, Jamfua. It is not about QTS. All right. It's about applying to the agencies to teach in the United States, not UK. Sorry. Nappy says, no, please. It's about teaching the US. Okay, you were answered. Charles O'Brien says, please, I'm following this page. Thank you. Howard, can your references be senior high school teachers or college or university teachers? What about your colleague teachers? Howard, I'm going to address your references very soon, and so pay attention, please. I'm just looking for the questions. Will a third class degree be considered in early childhood education? This is a very good question. Ophelia, I told you in the morning, well, you didn't watch. I was saying in the morning that your class does not matter when you are doing an application. Can you deliver? You understand? Can you deliver? Yes, people with third class are here. You know, they had to go through struggle, but those people, if they can deliver flawlessly, I mean, you will come here to teach. Why? Because they will interview you. They will ask you questions. How do you manage your class? How do you do this? What is your concept about this? What is this? They will ask you all the questions, both professional questions, and once they are satisfied with the answers, you can come. And mind you, third class, if you do the evaluation, it may put you probably at second lower. So it is not out of place. Is that okay? Yes. I don't want you to feel discouraged because of that. Yes. So Thomas is social studies teacher. Yes, social studies teacher. Is it the elementary level or secondary school level? If it's elementary level, yes, you can. All right. Agbeko, Telegram page. Telegram page, I cannot do it here on my laptop, unfortunately. If I'm able to log in later, I'll post it there for you. Okay? Good. Mame, Senna Kwaus was okay. You are referring to somebody. Thank you. All right, so let's continue, if you may. Now, after we have done all this, let me cancel this because we don't need it. So we are still on what? We are still on teaching history, that session. Teaching history session. So, teaching history. Now we have talked about the history general questions, school where you are currently teaching, schools where you are previously taught. Then we are going to what? References. Somebody asked a question about references. And I'm going to show you who can provide references for you and who cannot. Now, you must provide email addresses of 2 supervisors and 1 colleague who can be contacted as a reference. These references will be emailed a link to answer questions about your past job performances, about your past job performance. So now, you need to provide email addresses of 2 supervisors. If they say 2 supervisors, they're not talking about your university supervisors. Since you said you are currently teaching, they're talking about your principal, which is your headmaster, or your assistant headmaster, either academic or administration, or they are talking about the head of department. If you are in the math department, they want the head of department math. If you are in science department, they want the head of science department. And those are your supervisors. Does it make sense? Those are your supervisors, not the supervisors who supervise your thesis or who supervise your project work. They're talking about your working supervisors, the ones you answer to. Okay, good. Now, these emails, those who have reached out to me privately, I've taught you how to get these emails. If you have not and you are in shambles or you are confused, please reach out to me and I'll show you. Either than that, get these emails from your principal, as your headmaster or your assistant headmaster or your HOD. Accurate email, because there is somebody still in Ghana now. All the emails he has provided, they've sent their references to them and they've never gotten back. They've not gotten any response back from those references. So he has not been able to go through. He said they've answered. They say, yes, EPI to say they have sent. The moment you put the email here, all right, the moment you put the email here and you click submit, they will send the email straight to them. They will receive the link to evaluate you. It's a link. EPI, unfortunately, does not take paper reference. They will send the electronic reference for those supervisors to fill out. Is that okay? So take note. TPG, PACES, they take hard copy. EPI does not take hard copy. They take emails. Okay? So after you provided the email of your 2 supervisors, then you provide an email of one of your colleagues. It can be a colleague teacher in the school, either the same department or different department. So I think that answers the person who asked the question on references. So that is it. The emails of either your HOD and your assistant principal or your principal itself. Please, if you know these people are not email compliant, they are not IT compliant, they don't check their emails, it is your responsibility to follow up with them. Excuse me. It is your responsibility to follow up with them and get them to fill out these references for you, or else it will delay your process. Trust me. Getting the references done is like it's almost 20% or almost 30% of the whole process. Yes, it's almost 30% or 20% of the whole process. Okay, so it's very crucial, very, very crucial. Now, I can see that they have added a portion and they said it is optional. If you have a reference letter or other reference document in addition to submitting the emails, upload it here. So you see, at first, when I did mine, they were not taking any hard copy. But now they have revised their website and they are added this section where you can add what? A reference letter or document. In addition, you see what it said? In addition to submitting the reference emails above. In addition. So this is optional. For the reference document is optional. Emails, very crucial to them because they will send the reference themselves. I hope it makes sense. Okay. I will come back to the page and I will take questions. So references, I believe we understand references now. That conversation is settled. And we all know what we are supposed to do. Let me see if we have any questions. Secondary social, Thomas, secondary social, your chances are very slim. I will not say it is dead, but your chances are very slim. All right. I would rather advise that you use the school route, apply to some schools, get some scholarships coming. Please, the name of the Telegram page. So I searched for it. It is Teach USA. Teach USA. But if I don't give you the link, you cannot join. So you have to just reach out to me. I'll send the link or I'll post it here if I have the time. Gracie said, please, third class. Third class, I don't understand. Gracie, if you can come again. Thomas, how do we reach you? How do we reach up to you? Yes, if follow my page, you can send me email, you can send me a WhatsApp, and if I have the opportunity, I'll answer you. Gracie said it is yes, it's acceptable. Yeah. How can they authenticate that your work supervisor is actually your work supervisor? Well, Queen Hajara, some of the questions you are asking in public, we don't ask them in public. Queen, ask me this question in private, then we'll talk about it. Yes, they have ways to authenticate. Okay. Yes, they have ways. They don't have any hard fact to authenticate, but you are telling them that is your supervisor. So if it's truly your supervisor, the person will provide a proper and accurate reference about you. And mind you, after the person have typed in all the thing, I mean, it's electronic form, he or she has to put their name, their full name, and their role. That is whether they are your headmaster or your assistant headmaster or whatever they are in the school. They have to put it there. Is that okay? Good. So it's very important. But Ajara, don't worry. Reach out to me behind the scene and I'll show you why, how they can get to know. Alrighty. So if those are all the questions, I think we'll go back and finish this. I hope I'm making sense and I'm not going too fast. Please, if I'm going too fast, let me know. But the video is always there for you to watch again. So don't be scared of anything. You can open the video as you are watching. You can open the page and you are also doing yours alongside. Okay, it can work like that. So basically, we are done with the teaching history session. So we dealt with how many? So in the teaching history alone, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions. That is teaching history general, where you are currently teaching, where you are previously taught, and your references. And all these things are crucial, very crucial. Trust me, you can't just play with them and go free. All right? Good. Now, the last session in the EPI application portal is assets and legal documents. Assets and legal documents. And under assets and legal documents, they have about let me see. They have a lot of little sub sessions. Okay, we have the assets and legal documentation, general questions, home tie document, bank statement, criminal history or crime history, then criminal record check, then USA immigration travel. All these questions needed to be answered before. If you don't answer even one of these questions, you will not be processed. They'll keep sending you email that your application is not complete. Your application is not complete. Your application is not complete. You don't know where, but you have to answer every bit of it. Okay? Good. Don't leave it blank. Don't say, I don't have answer to this. No. If it's no, no. If it's not applicable, say it's not applicable. All right. So I'm going to walk you through. Or do I do this one as a standalone? Because it's a lot. Please answer me. Let me know if I should continue or I should end it and start again. I think I can continue. Yes. Basic education with third class. Grace, you don't have a problem. All right. Just apply. You don't have a problem. Gather all your documents, scan them beautifully, nicely, and apply. Don't let the third class stop you. Is that okay? Yes. I know people who are here with third class. Not just any third class, bad third class. Yes. But by the grace of God, they are also here. So if your third class is not that bad and you are still teaching and you know how to teach, you know how to deliver, you can do your interviews well. Don't be scared. All right. Beautiful. Frank Nyasingbe. Oh, the son of Nyasingbe. Please, I couldn't follow from the beginning. We people from French-speaking countries, should we submit both the original and the certified translation version, or only the translation version? Both. Both. Frank, both is very important. The and there's two. Both the original and the certified translation. Is that okay? Good. You see, can your circuit supervisor serve as your reference? Is your circuit supervisor the direct supervisor in your school? You see, your circuit supervisor comes in once a while. He doesn't have an oversight on you directly. Okay, he doesn't have direct oversight of your work. So yes, he can, but I only advise you use him or her. Is that okay? Yes, unless there is nobody in your school to do it for you, then you can use them. All right. Brian Benny, if you have education set, but you aren't teaching currently, can you still apply? The answer will be definitely no, because you need to show them that you are currently teaching and you are currently a teacher. All right, good. Because they'll ask you those questions. All right. So Howard says I should continue. Ophelia says I should continue. Okay. Then I'll continue and just finish it real quick. All right. Now, so assets, legal assets, and documentation questions. Let's do that one first. This is where the trick comes. Do you have a driver's license? Yes or no? If you say no, there are things that will close. If you say yes, there are things that will open. All right? Good. And it's a yes because you might have it. But you can still answer no if you don't have it. That one is no problem. Do you feel comfortable driving the US? This is the question. You've not even driven in the US before, so how do you even feel comfortable? They asked me this question. I was like, yes. Yes, because you know how to drive in your country. And USA, they drive on the same side as most African countries, except South Africa. They still drive on the other side of the road. And so that's the only thing. So I know most of African countries drive on the same side as the US. So if you can drive in Africa, you can confidently drive here as well. So you can say yes. Were you ever assigned a USA Social Security number? No. Unless you have been here before and you have applied for Social Security number and you have your Social Security number, then you can answer yes. If you answer yes, it will ask you for further questions. Do you need to replace it? Do you need to replace a lost USA security card? Yes or no? If you say yes, more questions will come. If you say no, you are good to go. But if you don't have a social security, forget about it. Okay? So that is the first part. So the driving license, crucial. Are you confident to drive? You can say yes or no. Maybe you are not confident to drive in the USA. Maybe you've not driven here before. So you think maybe your driving skills is not up to, and you don't want to say lie. You can say no. I mean, nobody will kill you. Is that okay? Good. So that is the first part. That is the asset and legal documentations. Okay. I don't know if you have any questions. You need a driving license. Okay, there's no question. Let's continue. Home tie document. Home tie documents. Provide your home tie documents. For each document you upload, choose the type of document you are uploading. You do not need to provide all of these types of documents, but each document you can provide will help your ability to obtain a US visa. And that explains it all. I always tell people, when you are a student, they ask you for home tie. If you are a teacher, they ask for home tie. But you see, those students who are going to Canada and coming here, the home tie is different. Even in Canada, it is more stricter. Okay. But for the US, it is not so, not so strict. Okay. Now, the home tie documents, what are they? Those of you who have watched my documentation video, I explained extensively about home tie documents. These are documents that tie you to your home country or proof of things that tie you back to your home country. Maybe you have a business, you have a house, you have a land. So you can upload your business certificate, you can upload your land documents, you can upload even pictures of your building. You can upload pictures of your business if you want. You can upload, maybe you have some cars, you have some things, anything that can prove that because of these things, I will go back to my home country. The thing they just want you to prove that you go back. That's all. Documentation now, provide. So those are the home tie documents, things that will tie you back to your home country. Very crucial. Let's see what they will ask us for. So these are the types of those documents. So let's look at them one by one. You can provide a job return letter, which is the easiest to get. The job return letter. And those of you on my Telegram page, I've provided you samples on the page. If you don't find it, please look well. The job return letter is a letter given to you by your school head to show or to prove that when you come to do the program or the exchange program in the US, you will return back to your home country and your job will still be waiting for you. Please don't ask me any further question. This is public space. If you need to ask me any personal question about this, please send me a WhatsApp or email. But this is what I'm explaining to you. It's a letter that shows that from your headmaster that proves that your job is waiting for you. And after 3 years or after 5 years, you will go back to your home country and you still have access to your job. C'est fini? D'accord. This one, no further explanation. Or you can use your car ownership. If you have your car papers, you can upload them, scan them and upload them. Or property, or business ownership, or credit card statement. In Africa, apart from South Africa, most of us don't use credit card in Africa, or maybe Kenya. I don't know. Or 401k or retirement plan. Or if you have some life insurance, you have a loan information, anything or any other document that you think can prove your home tie. So you select the document, then you upload. You select, you upload, you select. You can add more than one. Okay, good. And it will ask you, please select who is the owner of this home tie. Is it yourself? Is it your spouse? Is it both your spouse and yourself, or somebody else? If it's somebody else, provide their name. Okay. If it's yourself, you can say yourself. And if it's your spouse, they'll ask you to provide the spouse details. If it's both of you, fine. But if it's yourself, just say yourself. Now, then you can upload the hard copy of the home tie document now. Choose, upload, and save. Choose, upload, and what? And save. If you don't save, everything you have done will not be in the database. It will not be saved. So for this part, you have two saves. You have to save the document you uploaded, and you have to save the general session. This is just a subsection of the general session we are now. So remember that. And they are provided this opportunity because you can upload more than one document. You can upload more than one home tie documents. So I believe that part is clear as well. Home tie. I don't know if you have any questions for me. Can you help me fill the form? Gracie, no, if I do myself, I don't have time to fill my own form. I cannot help you. That is why I'm doing this video. So put a video, open the video as you are watching, then you can follow as well. It's not difficult. Is that okay? It's not difficult. But if you want to pay me $2,000, I can fill it for you. $2,000, yes, $2,000 cash. I can fill it for you. I'm joking. Even if you give me 5,000, I will not even get a time. Okay, but maybe 2,000 is motivating enough. Yeah, I'll devote that time and fill it for you. I'm just joking. What if you don't have a driver's license? Well, uh, wisdom, answer correctly or answer sincerely and truthfully that you don't have driving license. Okay, just answer that you don't have driving license. Yes. Hajara, please don't ask. I beg. Don't tempt me. All right. So there are no more questions. Let's go on. So we are finished with the home tie. Remember, we are still looking at assets and what? We are looking at assets and legal documents. This is the last session of your EPI application portal. And we are looking at what assets and documents. And we looked at the legal general questions. We look at home tie, and we looked at what? We are not going to look at bank statement. This is the headache for a lot of people, bank statement. Let me increase the font so that we all can see and read. Now, under bank statement, it says you need to provide a bank statement showing your last 3 months transaction history. Listen, a bank statement showing your last 3 months transaction history. Statements should be updated monthly. Before traveling to the USA, you need to show that you have funds equivalent up to $2,000 at the time of applying for a J1 visa. Press Add Bank Statement button for each bank statement you have. So now let me explain this. They said you need a bank statement showing 3 months. And I told you, you see the first part of the statement, you need to upload this. Statement should be updated monthly. Then it ended. And that part is the second part of the litmus test, where they will verify whether you are truly teaching. Some people can lie that I'm teaching, and they can pass all the interview beautifully. Your bank statement too can give you up. If you are not a teacher, it will show. Oh yes, it will show. So that is one of the trick. I'm just showing you one of the small trick. The rest there, I can't tell you in this public space. The rest is backdoor. But one of the trick is the bank statement. Now, then the second part of the statement says, before traveling to the USA. So listen, the first part you are uploading, they are not even interested in the amount of money in the account. People come to me and they say, oh, I only have 100 cedis, or I only have 200 naira. They don't really care. They just want 3 months of your current bank statement. So if you're applying in August, they want July, June, and May. If you are applying in, let's say, November, they want the previous month, September, July, and August, uploaded, current, from your bank. So you go to your bank, they give it to you on their letterhead, official letterhead. Yeah, you upload. Is that okay? That time, they are not so much concerned about the amount in it yet. No, the amount in it will come in when you are applying for the visa. When you are ready to apply for the visa, the amount will come in. And mind you, EPI is one of the agencies who will ask you to update your bank statements almost every now and then. So for instance, if you're applying now, you uploaded your bank statement, right? By December, you see your bank statement, it has expired because we have fresh months ahead of you now. So the previous one, the June and May and July that you are uploaded, it's old. Now we are in December, so it means you have November, October, and September, which you can upload, and they are current more than the July one you uploaded. So EPI will email you and say, update your bank statement. Trust me, they will do that. Their emails can be annoying, eh? They will tell you, update your bank statement. It means add the new one to it. You see, all these paper trails are things they use to check your readiness, your seriousness, whether you are a teacher, all these things, they use all these things. All right. Now, and when you are approved, you got a school, everything, you have done the interview, happy, everything. Then before this, they have sent you your DS 2019, they will ask you to make sure you have at least $2,000. I mean, proof of funds. This proof of funds is the easiest one to get to. So I don't understand people. Somebody says he's torn between going to Canada as a student and coming to teach. I give the person a very honest answer, and I said, look, whichever one work for you. But for this program, you can do the two simultaneously. For this program, the proof of funds is very cheap. You don't need plenty money. $2,000. In fact, if you have 2,500, if you have 3,000, you are even more than ready. Okay, that is the list. It means you can have more than $2,000. They don't care, but nothing less than 2,000. But other schools, you have to prove as much as 20,000, $50,000 and things. So if you have the means, you can go ahead. But for me, this is one of the easiest. And most of the agencies, they don't demand a lot. Some will demand 2,500, some will demand $3,000, but it's around that figure. And $3,000 in our currency, I think most people can easily prove that. Yes. I mean, those tricks I will show you later. So you click add, and it will give you the opportunity to upload those bank statements. Is that okay? So I'll give you the opportunity to upload those bank statements. If you have any question on bank statements, so bank statement, we are done. Proof of funds, no, 2,000 per. Proof of funds no be big money, oh, $2,000 USD. This one not be Zimbabwe dollar, this be USD. All right, let me see. How much can a teacher earn under the program? Hey, Frank, you're asking questions, so it depends on one, your qualification, two, the number of years of experience, teaching experience. Yes, so we all don't earn the same salary. We all can come as math teachers, but I may be earning more than my friend. And also, the district you are in or the state you are in, it differs. So salary in the US is on the average, it cut across, but in specific, some people are taking more than others. All right? Yes. It depends on the state you are going to. It depends on the district you are working for. And it depends on your qualification and also the number of years of experience. So these four things, they consider all of them and they get to your salary. So I don't know which subject you are teaching and how many years of experience you have. See, please, when you have the driver license, will you increase your chance? Oh, no. You see, I've talked about driver license long before. And I said, driving license, it is not about increasing your chance. Oh. Yes, it does. With faces, the next organization that I'm going to use, with faces, if you don't have the driving license, the moment you even answer, do you have driving license? You say no. The portal will close and tell you, we are sorry, you don't qualify for the program. Yes. For answering no to the drive, because you can't afford not to drive. In the US, whether the rain is up, whether the snow is up, whether the sun is up, you must go to school. Unlike Africa, where the moment the weather changes, we hear the tender, brrr, that day is holiday. You don't need the headmaster to tell you. Here, the superintendent, the district superintendent have to announce to all of us by email or by phone call to say that we don't need to come to school because of the weather. That is the only time you don't go. If you don't have such, you must go. If you don't go, they will deduct it from your salary. Yes, they will deduct it from your salary. So having a driving license is key. A lot of people have come without a driving license. And you know what they are suffering? They are taking Uber. Uber will take all your money. Here, Uber is not cheap. The times that you take the Uber are all crucial. In the mornings, when you are all going to rush hour, the Uber charges are different. When you are coming back from school, the rush hour, the Uber charges are different. In between, the Uber charges are different. Right? So you may not have the same rate all the time. And trust me, my brother, Uber can chop your money, and the money you could have used to buy a car, would have all been consumed by Uber. So I don't advise it. I always advise that you get your own car, or you get a car with somebody you can carpool with. You ride along to school. And as you are riding along, you pay fuel, buy gas. Apena say, God bless you. God bless you also. Ophelia says, Ghana hard. Ghana hard though. Yes, I know Ghana hard, but $3,000 is nothing. People are going to Canada. And you know the proof of funds they are showing? People are showing $700,000, $50,000, $30,000. And people are paying. And you are telling me $2,000 proof of funds is difficult. It's not though. It's not. Please give us a range, approximate figure. Hour. Okay. Hour, it depends. What do you teach hour? Because it depends. You can be earning 40,000 a year. You can be earning 50,000 a year. Some teachers are even earning 60,000. Some are even taking 70,000. Some in Washington are even taking $100,000 as teachers. So that is why I'm saying that I cannot give you, because it depends on the district, the state, your qualification, the number of years of experience. Look, somebody in Washington is taking $90,000 a year, which is like $9,000 every month, right? The same school, the same district, some another person is taking 60,000. You know why? Their years of experience is different. Their teaching experience is different, but they're in the same district. He's taking 90,000. This person is taking what? 60,000. And even if you have a license, if you have a teaching license, they put you on a different paddle. And in the same school, another teacher is taking 100,000. So it depends. I mean, it depends. It's not one cap fit all. That is what I want you to understand. Some of the new teachers who have come, somebody's taking 58,000. 58,000. Yes. This person has 4 years of experience, but you know the state he's in Texas. So they look at the, how they call it, life there in wherever you are, that they formulate the salary. Okay, so that's just to give you a picture. Okay, friend teachers, any chance for friend teachers? Yes, Joshua, friend teachers, you can apply. You can apply. So yes, please do. I'm a teacher, but currently doing a program outside Ghana. Can I still apply? Yes, you can apply. If you have been on my page, I interviewed somebody from China, a teacher from China. He was in China doing a program, and he moved from China and here. But you go back to your home country to take the visa. So take note. Yes, French teachers, you can apply. Can a family bank statement, or say, can you use a family member bank statement after you pass your interview to show your proof of funds? No, please don't even worry yourself. Brian, how much is $2,000? You can easily do it. Even if you need to put that money in your account, then put it in your account like 3 months before or 2 months before. Play with it. You know how to build the account, right? Build the account. If you have $3,000, put 500 here, put 200 here, withdraw here, build account. And at the end of the day, that balance will be showing. Is that okay? That balance will be showing. So you don't need a family member. Please don't even use it. This small quest. This small quest. Thank you so much, Ezekiel. Kekville. Okay, Kekville says what? It's a long one. Please, since the program take teachers yearly, does it mean that after you have exhausted the years, then you need to go back to your home country and exchange with another new group for teachers? That is the whole idea of the program. That is the whole fundamental idea of the program. Come and spend 5 years, go back, let another person also come and experience, go back. But you see, our situation, we don't want to go back. So there are ways and means. So Ricardo, we'll talk about that behind the scenes. I teach English language at a basic school. Yes, you can apply. Yes, you can apply. You can apply. Yes, you are qualified. English at the basic level, you can apply. So how many years have you been teaching? And you see again, it depends on which district you are going, whether you are going to Florida, you're going to Texas, you're going to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Every state and how they pay their teachers. Here it's not like Africa where everybody's taking $500 or 500 Ghana cedis. No. It's different. So we can all be in the same school, just like you guys have your promotion and all those things. You can still be in the same school. Somebody will be taking more salary than you. Okay. And you have been teaching for long. You have teaching experience, but somebody may go to have a degree or master's and he or she may take more salary than you. So the salary structure, if you want, go to Google and just pick any state and Google that, oh, what is the salary structure of this particular state or this particular district? You see it, it will show up. The state will have their own, but each district have their salary structure. Yes, as well. So that is what I can say. Do I need to upload my Ghana teaching license as a proof? Yes, you can upload that one too as a proof. You can add that as other documents. All right. Hajara, we won't go back. You go back, Hajara. All right. So, guys, I finished with the bank statement. Let me finish with this quick so that I can leave you. Have you ever? So we are now on the criminal history part. All those questions there, please, you have to answer them. Have you ever committed a crime or misdemeanor? Yes or no? Have you? If you say yes, it will open other place for you to explain. If you say no, nothing goes on. Have you or your spouse or children ever stopped by police? If you say no, you are free to go. If you say yes, there's an explanation to do. Have you or your spouse or children ever been arrested? If you say yes, you have explanation to do. If you say no, no explanation. So all these questions, they are criminal questions. They'll ask you, is there any reason you should not be granted visa? No. If you say yes, you answer, explain yourself. Mm? Do you plan to participate in terrorism, criminal activity, or drug, immigration fraud, or any? I don't think anybody will answer yes to this one. If you answer yes to this one, then you have a problem. I don't know. So this one is no. Okay. You answer to all these things, then you go ahead. Now, there is a part that you guys also need to know: criminal record. Criminal record check. This place, they will let you, this is where you do the police report. I've talked about this several times in my documentation video. You must provide a criminal record check for all your countries where you have lived and worked in the past 5 years. So if you have lived in your country, Nigeria, for the past 5 years, you only need to get one criminal record check or the police report, clearance. I don't know how you call it back home, either police clearance or police report or whatever. You can get it. In Ghana, you can go to the police headquarters in Nima, Accra, and get it done, or your regional police headquarters, you can get it done as well. Okay, get that one and upload it. All right, driver's license. As you know, if you have it well scanned front and back, upload it here. Click on it and just upload it front and back. Front and back. Your driver's license that is less than 1 year old. So then, if your driving license is less than 1 year old, please upload additional proof that you have been driving for over 2 years, because they want you to at least be driving for over 2 years. All right. You should be driving for over 2 years. So if you have a driving license that is less than a year, maybe you just went in and got a driving license 6 months, 3 months, then you must add a proof that you've been driving for more than 2 years. All right. I teach French in GSS 3 years. Yes, you can apply. French, you can apply. Bonjour, bonjour, ça va très bien. You can apply. Mame, you can apply. I am. Joshua says, I am currently a translator, but I've been teaching French for 8 years. Yes, you can apply. In fact, Joshua, oui. You say bonbon, apply, application. Yes, application. Ricardo, thank you. Justice, please, those of you who couldn't join early, can we get the website? Oh, yeah, Justice, you can get a website. You can get a website. Napoleon says, I offered BSc Agric Science, but I teach both integrated science and Agric Science. Yes, you can apply. There's a lady in North Carolina teaching Agric Science right now, so you can apply. So for the one who asked for the website, that is Justice. I just posted it. I just posted it again. So Justice, that is for you. Thomas, so it was my wife. She has been teaching for more than 10 years, and she will go for the elementary social studies department teaching. Yes, yes, she can apply. All right. What kind of proof for driving more than 2 years? Well, I think you may have to go to the DMV or to the DVLA to get that proof. I mean, you say you have been driving for more than 2 years, right? But your license was just acquired. Your license is fresh. Your license is less than 1 year. So maybe your license is missing, or maybe you lost your documents in a flood. So you need to get a proof from the DVLA that yes, this person has been licensed between this year and this year, and his license got missing, and we gave him a new one. Is that okay? Good. So that is one of the proof you can get. Yes, Godwin, you can get this video on the YouTube. You can get a video on the YouTube. Can someone who has retired in Ghana still apply? You have retired. I mean, you cannot apply, right? If you have retired, you cannot apply because you need to prove that you are currently teaching. Is that okay? Yes. So, guys, I think our time is fast spent. I need to move quickly. So, driving license is done, and the rest of the questions here is for you to answer. The rest of the question here is for you to answer. I don't think I can answer them for you. Explain the circumstances of any problems you or your family had when traveling to the US. If you don't have any problem, just type not applicable. You see, N/A. All these parts, if there's a question that does not apply to you, just type not applicable. All right. Have you or your family ever overstayed? No. Has any member omitted or represented information obtaining visa? No. Explain the circumstances under which your family violated immigration laws. Not applicable, since it doesn't apply to you. Then you are done. C'est fini. C'est fini, d'accord. Then you just click on save, and voila. Guys, I think we have come to the end of the EPI portal. Oh, that was a marathon. All right. So if you have done all these things, you can go ahead and do what? And just submit your application. And then the follow-up emails will start coming to you. The follow-up emails will start coming to you. Yes. So EPI, we are officially done. We went through all of them. The personal information, the family, I did that in the morning. And the part 2, I looked at education, teaching history, assets, and legal documentation. In each session, we took our time and I explained everything. So this is for just one agency. And I think we will have another one for different agency. We'll see how it goes. Yes, Joshua, you can apply. You can apply, Joshua. Prince says, I'm not a professional teacher by certification, but I've been teaching, though, with another business certificate in accounting. Well, I don't know how you can prove that you are a teacher. I don't know how you are going to prove that you are a teacher. So, I don't know, Prince. It will be hard. Prince Boachi. Godwin, please, if you don't have driving license, are you dialogues? I don't understand what you said, please. If you don't have driving license, it's EPI will not stress about it, but other agencies will stress about it. Yes, that I know. Yes. God bless you. God bless you also. Ophelia, thank you so much. Thank you also. Hawa, God bless you. Grand merci. Oh, merci beaucoup. Merci. Oui. Monsieur Franke Nasingbe. Monsieur Dieu, God bless you. Please. I'm late. I've missed a lot. Well, NX, you can go back and watch the video. It will be on YouTube. YouTube, you can always slide back, even if the live is going on, you can always go back and be watching, right? Yeah, so you can do that. If you have links on teaching jobs in Canada, kindly share the links, please. Thomas, I don't have teaching jobs in the Canada, so unfortunately I cannot share that. If I get, I'll share. All right. Prince, God bless you. I said, please, can you apply with BEd, GSS, JHS education? Yes, you can. Yes, that's middle school. So we have a lot of teachers who are teaching middle school here. So you can do that. Efo Komla, God bless you. God bless you as well. So guys, I thank you all for keeping time with me. I know it's very late wherever you are now, and I know most of you kept up for us to be able to go through this. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking this time and your data, spending time with me, and the questions. I really appreciate them. And I'll see you another time. My WhatsApp number, Nyasimbe, my WhatsApp number is on my page, my Facebook page. Go there, follow the page, share the page, and you can get my number from there. All right. I wish you all the best. It's a brand new week. Don't give up. All right. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you you are not worth it. You are worth it. You can do it. You can make it. You are more than a conqueror. You can always make the headway. No matter what they do to you, no matter what they say to you, do not accept that story of a defeatist. No, you are not. You are not. You are not. Tell yourself you cannot fail. You can never be poor. Speak good things on yourself, and I know good things will come to you. All right. I wish you all the best and have a blessed week.